Hello, good morning, dear children. The sound of music, the chapter 2, the sound of music, which you have already studied in the previous video. In this video, I am going to detail the sound of music, part 2, the Shahnai of Bismillah Khan. See, children, the title is Bismillah Khan. Do you know who was Ustad Bismillah Khan? So let's come to know a little bit about him. See, children, Bismillah Khan was a very famous, a renowned, popular, famous Shahnai player in India. Okay, children, he is a legend. You know why? Why he is called a legend? Because he did something which has historical significance, which has historical importance. So legend means if someone does a historical importance, a historical significance. And what is that historical significance? You know, he played the Shahnai on the day India got independence, that is 15th August 1947, at the Red Fort, before the Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, gave his speech. So this is the historical significance, children. That's why he is a legend. Before that, Bismillah Khan played the Shahnai in order to signify something auspicious. Auspicious means that brings good fortune. Something auspicious for the whole country was about to happen. India was about to get freedom. And so, on that occasion, Bismillah Khan played the Shahnai, and so he is a legend. Okay, children? Now, before reading the chapter, children, we must know who all these people are. You can see the images of the people given at the top of the page. Can you tell me who all these are? So let's know, children, these people, they all are musicians. They are all instrumentalists. They all play different musical instruments. And what instruments do they play, you know, children? Let's talk about all these people and what instruments they played one by one. See, first is Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia playing flute. He was famous for playing flute. Second, Ustad Vilayat Khan for playing sitar. Number 3, M. Lalita and M. Nandani for playing violin. Fourth is Zakir Hussain for playing tabla. Fifth is Ustad Amjad Ali Khan for playing sarod. Sixth is Maestro, that is Kunakudi Vaidyanathan. Maestro Kunakudi Vaidyanathan for playing violin. Seventh is Ustad Sultan Khan for playing sarangi. And 8th is Ustad Bismillah Khan for playing Shahnai. And this is the person, Ustad Bismillah Khan, about whom we are going to start this chapter. Now let's see, children, paragraph 1. You can see, before that you can see this at the top given just below the pictures. Think of the Shahnai. See, when does the Shahnai come in our mind? See, when we think about a marriage ceremony, okay, the first thing comes to our mind is Shahnai. And when we think about Shahnai for any auspicious occasion or any function, obviously the next probably comes to our mind is Ustad Bismillah Khan, the Shahnai maestro playing the instrument. Okay, children, now let's start the first paragraph. You can see Emperor Aurangzeb banned. What do you mean by banned, children? Banned means prohibited, restricted, not allowed. So, children, Pungi actually was a musical instrument. You can see the word musical instrument called pungi. So pungi was a musical instrument. It was the predecessor of the shahnai. See, shahnai came later, but before shahnai, first pungi, musical instrument. Now, when the Mughals ruled India, before the Britishers came, there was a very famous Mughal ruler named Aurangzeb. And Aurangzeb did not allow the pungi to be played in his royal court, royal residence, because he felt that it had a shrill. Shrill means unpleasant sound, very sharp. Shrill means very sharp, and unpleasant sound, the sound which you not like. Okay. So it has a unpleasant sound. So that's why we say that pungi is the predecessor of the shahnai. Now coming to the next line, that is the second line, pungi became the generic name. Let's see children, what do you mean by generic? Generic name means a name given to a class or group as a whole. For example, there is red rose, there is white rose, pink rose, orange rose, yellow rose. But all these variety of roses are classified, or they are in a group as a whole as only rose plant. But variety may be different. So pungi also became a generic name. Generic name means the scientific name, okay, or a broad classification of something. Now you can see the next, in the same line it is given reeded. Reeded meaning wind instruments which have reeds like the flute. You have seen the bamboo flutes. In the bamboo flutes there are so many holes inside, or the clarinet, etc. and all. These all are musical instruments. So any musical instrument which is made with reeds, like we have flute, clarinets, they all are classified, they are categorized in one group, that is pungi. So pungi is the generic name. Okay, so pungi is a broad term for any type of instrument which uses wind to produce sound. As we see in bamboo flute having holes in it, that, and through that the wind releases and that produces sound. Coming to the next line, few had thought. Next line, few had thought that it would one day be revived. What do you mean by revived? Revived means brought back to life, okay, which is restored, which is brought back to life. So as Aurangzeb had already banned, restricted, prohibited, not allowed these reeded noisemakers, because Aurangzeb thought that these all reeded instruments were noisemaker because their sound was shrill and unpleasant. So he had banned pungi in his royal court, in his royal residence. No one thought that one day such noisemakers, such instrument which made unpleasant sound, that is pungi, would be played and their sound would be liked by the audience. So children, when pungi was banned at the time of the Mughal emperor, that is Aurangzeb, so at that time nobody thought that this pungi will be revived and will come later into shahnai and that will be played. Now coming to the next line, a barber. You can see a barber of a family of professional musicians. See here. See the word given. As the pungi had an unpleasant sound, children, so there was a barber who belonged to a family of professional musicians. Children, one word is also given. You can see tonal quality. In the same line it is given tonal quality. Improve the tonal quality. What is the meaning of tonal quality? Tonal quality meaning the sound. Okay, tone means the sound quality. So There was a barber who belonged to a family of professional musicians, and he wanted to play the pungi. But he knew that the sound produced by pungi was unpleasant. Nobody will like it. And so he decided to improve the sound quality. Okay. So he wanted to play pungi, but he knew that sound was unpleasant. So he wanted to produce its quality, the sound quality. Next line, he chose a pipe with a natural hollow. Now, this barber took a pipe which was a hollow stem. You know hollow means empty from inside. You can see from one corner to another corner. If you put anything inside, it will fall from the other side. It is completely empty. So, a hollow stem. It was longer and broader than the pungi. Okay. Have you seen the picture of pungi, children? See, this is pungi. Okay, it was played at the time of Aurangzeb, but Aurangzeb did not like because of its shrill and unpleasant sound. And this is the modification of pungi, that is Shahnahi. Okay. So this pungi was modified and it was made longer and broader than the pungi. He made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. See, children, if you have seen a flute, a bamboo flute, like the god Krishna plays the bamboo flute. So that is a typical example. So if you have seen a bamboo flute, it is something like this only. It is a pipe which is hollow from inside and has holes on it. Now coming to the next line, when he played. Can you see when he played? Then he blew air into the pipe and closed and opened different holes. See how this person started playing. First he started blowing air into the pipe and then closed and opened all the different holes. He found that soft and melodious. Melodious means sweet. Soft and melodious. Melodious means very pleasant, sweet sounds were produced when he did like this. What did he do? He started closing and opening the holes. So sweet sounds were produced. Next line, he played. When the barber played this instrument in the royal court, everyone liked the sound produced by it. Now he started playing this modified pungi having so many holes in it, and all the people in the royal court started liking it. Everybody liked the sound produced by it. So next line we see the instrument so different from the pungi. The royal court thought that this instrument was completely different from the pungi, because this instrument had a soft and melodious sound, whereas pungi had shrill and unpleasant sound. So it should have a different name also. So everybody thought, the royal court thought that this modified pungi, which has soft and melodious sound and so many holes in it, must be given some other name, but not pungi. Now last line, as the story goes, you can see now there is a story behind the name given to this instrument. This instrument was played for the first time in the royal court, in the royal residence, in the king's court of the Shah. You know who is Shah? Shah was a name given to king. Mughals called the king as Shah. Okay. As the nai means, we say nai, the Hindi word for barber. Okay. So as the nai, that is the Indian term used for a barber, had played it, because the barber, the nai, had modified this new soft and melodious sound from the same musical instrument, from the same pungi, because earlier pungi had shrill and unpleasant sound, but that nai remodeled and changed with so many holes, giving soft and melodious sound. So this nai is the Indian term used for a barber had played it for the first time, so they called it Shahnai. So the first part is Shah, which stands for Shah, and the second part is Nai, that is a barber. So since a barber has played this instrument in the king's court, in the Shah, the king's were called as Shah. So this instrument was named as Shahnai. A nai, a barber, had played this modified musical instrument in the Shah's court, in the king's court. So it is known as Shahnai. So that's all, children. First paragraph and introduction is over. I will be moving to the next paragraphs 2, 3 in the next video. Till then, bye. Thank you all.